Hey guys, so it's been about 9 months or so since launching my e-commerce brand. Basically just documenting the whole process of what it's like running an e-commerce store. So one of the biggest problems I've been running into has been consistency in sales. And I've been just testing and testing and testing so many different variables to try to figure out how to increase conversion rate in sales. So this last month, March, we did about $35,000 in revenue, about 20% profit margin. So it's still good over a whole month period. But the problem is consistency on a day to day basis. One day we have two sales, one day we have one sale, next day maybe we have zero sales, and then the next day we have eight sales, right? It's just all over the place, and I'd really like to get it to a point where it's like getting, you know, 8 to 10 plus sales every single day, um, which would be absolutely amazing. So I've been testing so many different things. Like, honestly, I don't even remember the last time I went outside. Maybe I should probably go outside, but just testing as much as I can. So I tested listicles to see if listicles would work because so many people swear by listicles and advertorials. That didn't work. The cost per purchase was way too high. Testing new ad creatives, that didn't work. I spent $1,500 on a new landing page design idea that I had with the intention of making it easier for people to purchase. That ended up getting zero sales. Like, it literally went from like a 0.6% conversion rate to zero orders. So tests don't always work out, and I'm a normal human just like you. Like, I'm sure a lot of people see my videos and how much revenue I'm generating. They're probably like, wow, this guy has the master plan all figured out. But no, I'm constantly testing every single day, constantly failing. Yeah, so this past, few weeks have been just a bunch of failures, issues with the websites, all that stuff. And I found out that this is actually interesting. So I'm spending all this time focusing on the landing page, on the ads themselves, right? The thing is the ads are fine. Like, the click through rate is like 5%. The CPMs are low. I'm getting like 60-cent cost per clicks. So the ads are doing their part, but people are just not converting. And I found out, I went on Go High Level, and I found out that last month, when we did $35,000 in revenue, $28,000 of that revenue was generated by my sales guy that calls people after they abandon checkout to try to reconvert them. $28,000 in revenue was from calls. So I'm over here focusing on the wrong thing. I think what I need to be doing is prioritizing how many leads we get in and scaling up the call side instead of focusing on trying to get sales without calls. Because, the days where we get 8 sales, 9 sales, it's because more people answered the phone and we were able to close more people on the phone, and that results in like a 2.5 conversion rate for the day. So I think I've been focusing on the wrong thing this whole time. What I'm doing now is focusing primarily on calls. So the last 2 days, I launched a campaign where the main objective is for people to fill out a questionnaire, put in their details to receive a quote from us, and we'll call them back within the next 24 to 48 hours. Been testing that. So far, it's hard to tell because I'm still trying to figure out the difference between, it's just tracking the difference between people that fill out the form and people who are on the website that come through. But I do believe we've gotten at least one sale so far from the new form method, which is absolutely crazy because I think we've only spent like $190. I believe there's about one or two sales so far. So, and we're getting leads at about $1.70 per lead, which means, and these are validated leads that, can afford my product, right? Which is absolutely insane. $1.75 that could be turned into, $400 plus. So I'm prioritizing that right now, trying to scale up that, get more calls in, because if one sales guy can convert and generate $28,000 in revenue, if I get two sales guys and double the amount of leads that come in, that's $50,000 in revenue, more than 50,000, right? If I got three sales guys and triple the amount of leads coming in, that's tripling my business. So that's my thought process right now. I'm doing that right now. Um, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Today we've gotten 2 sales so far. It's 4:11 p.m., so nearing the end of the day, but we've got 2 sales so far. A lot of our orders come in later, so sometimes it takes people 2 to 3 days to order. So there's that. There's typically a delay in orders, but yep, that's where we're at, and that is the update. If you guys like this type of content, definitely let me know. Subscribe because, you know, I'm telling you guys everything. Completely raw, unfiltered, showing you guys the failures, the wins, everything. And, I wish this was something that I had when I was getting started in e-commerce. But, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.